to Coding After Work.
It's finally time again.
Yes.
It's been a while.
It's been a while.
It's been a week.
A full week? Or 2 weeks?
It's been 1 full week. Because I think we streamed before we went to Techorama.
Yep. Might have done that. But we have been to Techorama.
We have.
Yeah.
We have. And brought home some stroopwafels.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
So don't judge us, but we at Techorama we got a bag. So every attendee and every speaker got a bag.
Do judge us. Feel free.
And we filled that bag with stroopwafels.
Yes. To be fair, I brought a bunch to my coworkers, and you will as well.
Might
if they
bring
are
my
still
coworkers some candy, or
if they are tuning in today, you might. Otherwise,
I just have to check tomorrow.
Yeah.
Did you see the stream? No, we didn't. Haha.
Yeah.
So
that sounds right.
all right. So let's perhaps get started.
Yeah, this has been so long, so I don't even remember.
HDMI.
Yeah,
there we go. Look at that.
Look at that.
That's my computer.
I pressed the button.
So last time we built a search function,
Yes.
I think. Did we? I think so. Yeah. Might have. Last time we built something.
Last time we worked on this page, and we will still work on this page.
Yes. And I've actually cheated just a little bit. I've built a couple of functions just to get started, try things out. But we're going to get back to that. I can't speak today.
No, going great. Great start. Great start.
So yesterday we had a class, so a full day. So starting with 3 hours talking about developing DevOps and all of that stuff, and you were talking about Scrum, and then we just switched rooms. So another 3 hours doing the same talk, and I was so stressed out about that because if I failed, I would fail twice.
Yes, that is true.
But
that is true.
it went well.
It did.
People were super happy, and apparently I had way too much material.
Told you.
You did. You did. But it was. So I had like 100 slides or something like that. It was a lot
so
of
did I,
slides.
but that doesn't say anything.
No, of course not. And I had like after 30 slides or something like that, I had the first exercise that I thought was going to end that first.
The first hour.
Exactly. The first
20,
hour. Yeah. And then just before I got started, I thought, hey, wait a minute. So I got there were 2 hour, it was 3 hours total time, yeah. But it was time. But it was 2 hours actual investment. But so I decided, you know what, I'm going to put that exercise roughly halfway.
So you thought.
Well, I did put it halfway, and it worked better because if I would have it at my first position, it would be way off, and I would be super stressed about that.
Yeah.
So I think everything went well.
They were happy.
They were.
They were happy.
Okay, so let's talk about our sponsors.
Yes.
What's up with this?
What?
95?
They broke 100. What happened?
Last week we were talking about over 100.
Yeah, I was so happy about that. Huh.
Let me see
Did they
here.
remove something?
What is up with this? Demos.
I need to investigate this.
Mobile.
Well, at least they
web.
have almost or
Blazor?
maybe over 100
Look at that. Look
Telerik
here.
components. Truly native.
100 truly native.
Blazor components. Yeah, see? I knew I saw it
so
somewhere.
somewhere between 95 and 100, I guess. And they have awesome components. I actually talked to them just a couple of days ago, talking about how they could improve their Ripple, thank you. Blazor Ripple site, I guess.
Yep. Yeah, they're very good like that. They actually want feedback from the real community and stuff like that.
Yeah. And we got
If Insurance.
If Insurance as a sponsor, and they are looking for more people.
They already are over
Always.
1,000 and keeps growing.
So definitely check them out.
And they are actually working agile, which I approve of.
And we actually already talked about that. We just came home from Techorama. It was a fantastic conference, as always.
Yeah, and it was full on Las Vegas themed.
Yeah. It was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun. You spoke there. I was just lurking around, getting all the good things without... I wouldn't say the bad things because I love speaking, but without
the
having
stress
to
exactly or the pressure.
Yeah,
it's always at a movie theater, so the screen is humongous. I've never felt so small, like this big, and this is the screen.
It's really cool.
Yeah,
I really love that. I think Techorama and Star Trek has a movie theater.
Star Trek was even an IMAX theater. That was insane.
My dream is to do a talk in an IMAX theater in 3D.
Yeah.
I would settle for 3D.
Yep.
I would love to make that happen. That would be so cool.
Speaking about pressure, trying to do that in 3D. But sure.
So I did a couple of things. And
what did you do?
So what we're going to do today is the organizer page.
Yeah.
And as you might see, things is broken.
I see that.
I made this.
Because I don't think there's only one conference on these days.
It is not.
No.
But I broke the index.
Yeah, I see that. So we need to...
unbreak it.
Unbreak it in...
Unbreak my index.
No. No more singing. So RavenDB.
RavenDB. Let's pop into our... let's see. This one? Yes. So what I did here is that I added a property.
Our chat is broken again. So we can see some chats, but I can't.
Can I borrow that one?
Yeah, you can borrow that one. So we have Lavasoft asking if we had glitter yet. No glitter yet.
There we go.
I can only see the trolls. No, I think I can see.
You can't bring them in either.
No, it's. We did a reboot of the whole and tested the chat.
Actually, I think you should go on queuing or queuing.
Queuing. Oh,
there we go.
Look
Now,
at that.
maybe. Come on.
Come on. Yay! Notification. Look at that. And also, is singing a new feature in this stream? I hope not.
Hey!
I hope not.
It's not that bad.
Okay, so I apparently found a button that makes no freaking UX sense, and that is clear all of your queued up messages. That is a stupid function.
That's like the reset form button. That is just beside.
Why would you ever want to delete the whole list?
It's reset form. Just by the submit button. Very, very close.
No. My UX brain just, I don't know, melted.
So I added a...
Quit your day job!
So I added a property.
Yep.
For our conference count by date. So that's the index class that it's populated by the index. So I added search term. And Where is it? Here. So what we're doing here is that we are getting... So to be honest, I think that this index perhaps needs to be rewritten because it doesn't make sense anymore. Because the idea with the index from the start was to get all the conferences or all the dates and count how many conferences was happening on that particular date.
Yeah.
But now we have added we have the date and we have the count. And then down here we are reducing that by summarizing or summing.
Adding together. Summarize. No.
No,
I don't know. Sum things up.
Yeah. So basically, if we have 10 conferences that happening on the same date, it's gonna be one post in the database or in the index and saying that there are 10. But now I'm also adding the search term, and I'm adding that in the exact same way we did with the search. So I'm saying name, city, country, venue, and tags. So now this is no longer really it's summarizing something that I'm grouping on date and search term.
Yeah.
So basically I'm saying every unique date and every unique search term. It does make a little bit of sense because there are a couple of, I noticed in the index, there are a couple of, actually, no, it doesn't make any sense. Because I tried this earlier with the index and then I had country and city only.
Yeah.
But now I added name and venue as well. So now we're going to get at least one searchable value because regardless of city, country, venue, and tags, it's going to have a name.
Yeah. So one count, would that be Dooku? I love the level of nerdery we have here. Okay, I wasn't expecting that.
And we also we're saying that the search term is going to be full index search. So we can search, actually search that one.
Did we forget to put on the light or something? Because I'm all greenish. Okay. Yep. That's going to bug me the whole stream.
So, do you know what we got?
Oh no.
Do you know what we got?
Yes!
Look at this.
We have a camera!
As you can see, we're not using it yet.
No, and it's also not the camera we actually ordered in January.
That is also true.
Yeah, we added up, we ended up giving them 5 more thousand or 3 more thousand?
2.5.
2.5 more thousand.
Kroners.
Yeah, kroners. So 250 euro dollar-ish. But yeah, so we got a fancier camera. So they got even more of our money. So now we feel even more cheated.
I'm fine with that. So we need to buy a HDMI cable, and then we're gonna get everything set up and stuff like that.
With inflation. Yeah, exactly. Let's just burn the money. Yeah, that's what we did. That's what we did.
Okay, so we have a new index.
Yes.
Search everything and everything
sounds good.
is awesome. Everything is awesome. So we're gonna go into our calendar, and in our calendar we're gonna create some goodness.
I like goodness.
You do? Mm-hmm. Cool. So we
especially if it comes with chocolate.
Isn't chocolate goodness?
It is. But I mean, most things, like you said, everything is better with banana sauce. I say everything is better with chocolate. Well, not everything, but most things. You can even get a chocolate kebab. So there's that.
But is it better than the regular one?
It is probably just chocolate and other sweet stuff, not savory. So.
Okay, so what we need to do is we need to add a variable, which is our search term.
And will that camera have a hidden feature to add glitter to Jessica?
It will not.
For now.
So we're going to create a method that gets the keyboard events args, because we want to only run that when we're pressing enter, because we don't want to get every single keystroke.
That could be a lot.
So we're going to say, you know what, if the key is enter, then we're going to await the load async, and we're going to... what's up with that?
Can you scroll up a little?
I can.
Awesome.
So the load async is the method that loads everything. And down here I have, let's take a look at that as well, because I did a couple of changes. Why can't I F12 here? Here we go. So I did a couple of changes for the get conference count by date. We had the start date, we had the end date, and I added the search term. So in here, I'm checking if the search term is not null or empty. We're going to add that search query to the and also I'm going to say and. So every word I'm typing, that word is going to be applied and.
Yeah. So town, city, and country.
Exactly.
Yeah. That makes sense.
Hopefully it does. Okay, so let's pop back to here. So since I added search term, I need to add the search term here as well.
Glitter. Close one, Jimmy. I think I don't even have to lift that in for you to understand who wrote that.
I have a feeling. So apparently, I have to tell that story. Jessica got home and she told me, "Oh, I saw some really cool stuff today at work."
What is this story?
And they were using Visual Studio Code.
Yes.
And I'm like, so the first thing you did was, excuse me, it has glitter. Apparently not.
No, that's the next meeting. This was the first time I sat down with the security researchers, and I didn't want to go there just yet. But the next time.
Yeah.
Next time.
Excuse me, your Visual Studio is broken.
Yeah. Also, did you know that you can get a cat?
Oh, we gotta show Google. Do you remember?
Oh, yes,
Google?
yes, please do.
So if I go into Google and I search for cat, and I press this button down here.
And this is especially fun on the cell phone or mobile phone or whatever you call it nowadays.
Why?
Because it's more in your facey.
Okay.
Look at this! You will have a cat and little paws. Look at that. How is not internet much better now? It is so much fun. So every time you click, there's a new little kitty paw. Yep. Say what? Don't do too much because then they might leave a hairball or something.
That would be so much fun.
It would be so much fun.
And I'm assuming you can't hear that, but they make a little bit of sound as well.
Yeah. Purr, purr, purr. Yeah.
Okay, so
So I can add that every time you type a semicolon.
Yeah, sure.
Oh my gosh, this stream is going to be awesome.
So what we need some kind of search box to show well, our search basically.
And someone needs to look into that later. Yes, because you know what the correlation to cats and glitter are? The fur that gets all over your apartment and clothes, those are actually cat glitters. So there you go.
Gosh.
It's true. Cat glitter.
So I'm going to copy some code. I'm going to pop into our search page. And I'm going to copy this awesome search thingy. Go back to the calendar. Let's see here. We got the year over there. Let's put it here.
Glitter, not litter. Litter is the complete different thing. That's the thing you accidentally get under your socks and stuff like that when they do not behave. No, cat glitter. That's the fur.
So I added an input text here. Same text that we had in the other one.
Yeah.
We have a class called search, and
Makes
we're
sense.
binding to search term, which is the variable. And we also have a on key press search
Yeah.
and on input. So when we are typing something, and especially in enter, it's gonna do some searching.
Makes sense. Makes sense.
Awesome. So
far I'm with you.
perfect. See what I did? And let's see here. We got the search thingy. Where do we have that? I'm actually going to go to... I did a couple of things with the search. Where do we have that one? Let me see the search one. There we go. So let's pop into the calendar and the CSS. Let's put it up here. So this is a copy of the one I have in the search page. So it has a little bit of padding, it has a little bit of margin, and it has a width. The width is something new because the width was previously 100%.
Yeah.
The problem was that it was, since we are having a margin, it was 100% plus margin.
Oh, right.
Plus margin.
Which made it a little bit wonky.
Yeah.
We can call it.
And I tried to fix that by adding box size or something like that. A border, I don't know.
Something.
But
CSS.
I didn't get that work because I think that needs to be on a div around there. And I'm not going to put the div there unless it makes sense.
Unless you really, really need to.
The document doesn't need one. So I ended up with this solution where I'm calculating 100% minus 100 pixels, which is 50 plus 50.
Okay.
I did that math in my head.
Yeah? You did not write anything down? Or use a calculator?
Well, I have to use my head to use a calculator, right?
That's true.
So we need to actually fix that. So if we take a look here at the search page, and let's search for
London.
NDC. Let's do
NDC.
that. London. There we go. And let's go in here. And so you see that we have those lines, which is the grid, and the box is outside of that one.
That is not good.
That is not good.
No.
It's
Do not approve.
actually horrible we didn't notice that last time.
Definitely.
So we're going to do the same thing here. We're going to replace that one and pop back, and boom, much better.
It is much better. But it kind of looks cut from here. Oh, okay, not on stream. Okay. Interesting.
So let's take a look here. I'm going to go back to the calendar. So we need to do a couple of things to get this to work. First of all, we need to, where do we have it? Down here. So here I am, so just to recap what we're doing with the calendar, we're rendering months and days.
Yep.
So it's kind of 2 for loops getting that stuff working. And we're getting, so we have an array down here. or a list with dates. So from the search, we're going to get dates and the amount of conferences on that date.
Yep.
That was the previous implementation. The one we got now is that we're going to have probably more days and
More
search
days
terms.
in a year?
No, the same date is going to be multiple times. Going to be there multiple times.
Same day is going to be there multiple
Same
times?
date is going to be returned to us because it is every unique day that has date, search term, and count. Date and search term, unique date and search term, which is going to be unique in every single instance. Which is kind of stupid, perhaps. But so what we need to do is we need to, instead of getting first or default, scroll up a little bit. There we go. We're going to go with where. So now I'm getting all the dates where that particular date is happening. And then I'm going to sum, is it there? Sum a, because why not? A date, I don't know.
Makes no sense.
Count. So I'm taking every day, every returned date that is that particular date when we're rendering everything, and I'm summarizing the count.
Okay. Like we did before with the summarize.
Exactly.
Like there's 10 conferences on this day.
And if that is for some reason, I need to have a nulls check over there as well. So if this for some reason is should be able to be null, do I have to have that? In what scenario would that happen? That would never happen. Oh, that's fine. Okay. So for every date that is that particular date when we're looping through them, summarize the count. And then here, we're going to add something really cool. We are going to add...
What are we adding? Is it glitter?
It's not glitter. We're going to add a on-click on the table cell. On-click and show conferences. I'm going to build that in C because I don't know what that is.
Yeah.
And I'm going to tell you what that is.
I want to know.
You're never going to know.
We're gonna know.
Yeah, so let's pop down here. And so...
Can you scroll up? Thank you.
So I was thinking that when we're seeing the list, we've searched something. I want to be able to see what conferences are happening at that point in time. So we are going to create a bool that says show conferences. And it's going to be false because that's the default feature.
Yep.
And then we're going to add a date only, which is the show conference date. So the date that conference is the date that I'm supposed to show when I'm clicking something. And that is, I'm just going to set that to today. It doesn't really matter. I don't want to, I'm setting it to something rather than having it nullable and have to set that because it when I'm using it, it's never going to be able to be null.
Yep.
So it makes kind of sense to get that there. And then we're going to create a method that takes in a date only and with date, and we're going to show conference date. We're going to set the date and show the date or the component. And what kind of component should we use? He asks, knowing the answer.
But we can't see that.
So the really cool thing here is that if we just create an if statement, so show conferences, and then we put in our overlapping conferences component, because we built that one.
Okay. Yeah.
Showing overlapping conferences for a particular date and time. So we're going to say that the start date is going to be the show conferences date. And the end date is going to be the show conferences date plus 1. So I think that is pretty much everything we need. Should we try it out?
We should.
See if it works?
And while it's loading, we got a question on how many people were there at Sveatug?
In Gothenburg?
Yes. I am hoping it's talking about that.
200?
Wasn't it 300?
Was it 300?
I think so.
I don't remember.
We sound very sure of this.
Yeah. I don't think it's... Oh, wait.
Yeah, I think the venue had a cap on 300. Between 200 and 300. We made it a little bit smaller because it was a new city and first conference since the thing that should not be mentioned. But there's another one coming up.
There we go. Look at that.
Yay, different colors.
And different numbers. But
Yeah.
you may notice that everything is red. Is that a good thing? Oh, no, not everything,
orange.
but there's a lot of our red in there.
Yeah, and I'm guessing your 20% thingy is wonky.
It is.
Yeah.
I need to, let's see where we got that one. There we go.
Well, that's another thing we shouldn't mention. Voldemort.
I have the solution here on another screen. Let's just pop that one in there. So what we're doing, we're calculating the max value. And where are you? There we go. So the max value is based on the count for
Work is over. Time for
the
coding.
day.
Oh, we got a subscription. Look at that. We even got a...
Oh, did we?
Yeah,
Awesome.
Thindol, thank you so much. And also work is over, time for coding, and I can't actually lift that in because now it's starting to be wonky again with the chat software. That's what you get. Yeah.
All right.
It worked so good.
So here we are getting the max value from all the dates.
Yeah.
But the ones we got back from the server is only basically just one date, right? The count is 1 in there. So we need to group them as well.
Yeah.
So we're going to pop that in there. So we're grouping the dates by date because it makes sense. And then we sum the count.
Okay.
So let's say that and pop back.
So make it all wonky? No, apparently not, because now it works again. It's just interesting.
Why isn't it changing?
Oh, is this also interesting?
Because I don't have hot reload on. Let's do that.
Ah, there you go.
Come on. You can do it. Let me close these ones. Let's...
Like that's going to do any different. But hey,
What a bet.
let's try.
Look at that.
Well, you rebuilt
Solve the problem.
it.
Solve the problem.
You rebuilt it, you cheater.
Okay, so let's scroll down.
Well,
and-
this looks a little bit better.
Yeah, if you scroll down, you'll see that there's nothing down here. If I click this one, boom, overlapping conferences.
Nice.
Boom, boom,
So what's on my birthday?
boom.
Oh, we can't see that because it's... Oh, what was on my birthday?
Yeah, we can switch gears as well.
Oh, look at that.
Let's take a look.
Oh, it's starting to
Absolutely
filling.
nothing.
It starts to fill up. Look at that. You can see first quarter is already fully booked.
So the really cool thing here, if it works, is that now let's do 2023 because it's more fun, and let's try with NDC. We'll see that
there's two.
There's two.
NDC Security in Oslo and
It is?
NDC London. Oh, there you go. Okay.
So they're not overlapping, right?
Yeah.
Because that wouldn't make sense.
No.
What's happening now? There we go.
But there is an
Is there a
iOS
bug?
conference.
There is a bug.
As well. Oh, you found a bug? Live debugging, please.
Huh. Why is that? So if I'm clicking a date that is later, it doesn't find it.
Later than what?
So if I click the NDC Oslo, NDC London here,
Yeah.
the first date,
Yeah.
the NDC London is showing up. If I click the second one, I'm getting another conference. I'm not getting NDC London anymore but it's still going on. So there's something wrong with the overlapping conferences search.
Okay.
But if we go back, let's go back here. We still have NDC here, so we can see how many NDC conferences are happening. There's a lot of them apparently.
Yeah, there are a lot of them.
Which is kind of cool.
It is. It is. Oh yeah, and they have the small and
Does it work for
larger ones.
Techorama?
Search for security for next year, so I know which
at that.
conferences to go to.
Next year.
Yes, please.
Security.
Look at that. Where am I going?
You're going
A lot
to
in January and February. Oh no, you picked the later one. Okay, so you need to pick the first
Oslo?
one. Oh, that's Oslo. Oh, look at that. Okay, so we get... This isn't the filtered...
It's not a filter,
No.
but I think that's fine.
Yeah. This is still overlapping conferences.
Exactly.
But I would like to know which one is actually in security, because here it's not very clear. I'm guessing it's not Rust Nation in the UK.
Sounds reasonable. Yeah, so we're not seeing the tags here. But we can add. Let's do that. Let's see if we can do that.
Why security? Because I am now working in cybersecurity. Oh, you have a talk called something security something. No, not yet. Still UX. Which confused. I got interviewed when we were at Techorama, and they asked, "Who are you and what do you work with?" And I'm like, "I'm Jessica. I work as a community manager for ethical hackers at Detectify, so cybersecurity." Next question was, "So what was your talk about here?" And I said UX and accessibility, and he went like, "Did I miss something?" Like, no. So that was fun.
So now I added a little bit of string here. With taking the tags, getting them comma separated, and now we can see what tags are happening as well.
That's good. I like tags. Sometimes. Developer week, maybe a little.
We need to figure something out here, because not every conference has tags, and it doesn't always make sense.
No.
And I would love to have the correct uppercase and lowercase.
Yeah.
Do you know why it's called uppercase and lowercase?
Because they were in the upper Gutenberg boxing thingy when you printed.
Which is kind of crazy that is actually why
we
it's
have a lot
called,
of
but
things like
yeah,
that. The serifs are from that era as well, because that's the way they had to put them on a line and stuff like that. Super interesting.
A bunch of conferences there as
So
well.
why didn't we see Black Hat? Why isn't? Can you search for Black Hat?
What year?
Doesn't matter.
Black.
There should be one in October, November,
Black
and
Hat.
okay.
Oh.
Maybe they are not using any of our services.
That could absolutely be the case. So cool.
Oh yeah, we have more fun facts, which is also one of the facts I really like because it makes no sense to use anymore. Like the keyboard layout we are using, QWERTY, is so the actual hammers from the old-fashioned typewriters didn't get stuck.
And it was the slowest way to write something.
Yeah,
it
exactly.
was the slowest way to write typewriter, I think.
Yes. Well, the most common used letters couldn't be on the same, like crossing. Shouldn't cross the streams. That's basically it.
Let's see if we can fix
Yeah, there are way more efficient keyboard layouts, but QWERTY is the most popular because that's what we've learned. Dvorak, I know a few people using, which is a little bit more efficient, I guess.
So what are we using to get the conferences? For the overlapping conferences, we're using the get conferences async. Start and end. Okay. Ah, I see what is happening.
Fulesnabel said, I never felt I'm hindered by my typing speed. Me neither. Me neither. I haven't reached that level of efficiency. I'm more hindered by my thinking speed. There you go. You need to know what to type, so makes sense. Makes sense. Did you find the bug?
I might have. So the start date should be bigger than the start date. And that is true, I guess. And the event start should be right. So I need to add, what do I need to add? I need to say that
is a
if
business
the
idea.
date.
You want a business idea?
Sure.
A keyboard that has a pun shortcut for every key. Actually, you can use an Elgato Stream Deck for that.
Every keyboard has a pun shortcut.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so I need to figure out if the dates. So let's write this the ugly way and see if it works. So I need to figure out if the start date, the one that I'm sending in, is I think we need to do an OR here. Let's do an OR. Let's do an AND over here.
Red squigglies everywhere.
That's like serpentines.
Oh, okay. Streamers. I think they are in the US. The larger serpentines is called streamers, which is even more fun. See, I made a pun. I made a pun. Fulesnabel, are you with me here?
So I need to check if the start date that we are sending in is somewhere inside of the event start. So the start date is less than, no, larger than c dot event start and less than event end.
Mm-hmm.
So that would mean that if I put a start date somewhere, it should be able to find that date all the way until the conference end date. And I need to get...
You sound so
confident.
confident.
I am not in any way confident in this. And I think we need to do the same thing for the end date, which would be end date.
So we gotta... Man, don't mix the order of the entity fields and what you're comparing it to. I tried. I also lost the mouse cursor. That's always nice. Bluetooth! Did we actually lose it? We lost it.
You need to...
Need to reboot it?
I think you need to unplug the thingy.
I need to unplug the thingy.
It's in that USB hub
way over there. Okay. Okay, let's try it. It's this one, right?
Yeah.
Have you tried turning it on and off and on again?
So the
there we go.
end date needs to be also inside of start date needs to be there and end date needs to be less than c dot event end and larger than start. I have no idea if this is correct or not. Let's see what happens. Okay, so we got, whoa, got a lot of things here. This doesn't seem right. Let's see here. This is definitely broken.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so let's see here. So it's event start should be larger than start date. Larger than start date or equals. Yes, that seems. An event start should be less than or equals. So the start date. So the start date. That should be working. That part should not be. I think I actually opted out to doing this the correct way last time because it was I had to use my brain.
You had to use your brain. Event start should be inside of the start and end dates. Gotcha.
So start date. Better do it. Change the order.
Oh, yeah, you need to get
The
the
event
larger and
start
smaller.
should be event start should be bigger than start date. Bigger than start date. And it should be bigger than start date. And event end should be no, this isn't right.
Can you pattern match this? Why isn't? Oh, now it stopped showing stuff again.
I might be able to.
Make a date string and use regex to match it. Seems like a good idea. Why isn't this showing anything now?
So when the solution is regex, now I have two problems. No, I actually like regex.
But it sounded fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like. I don't like writing it, but I like the technology.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's see here. Event start should be bigger than what I'm sending in, as long as the end date is less than end. Is that what we're doing?
We do have a few. Oh gosh, come on, show already. No, okay. So Tyndall says so far, date span you're searching for is either entirely encompassing or starts during a conference. And then followed by shouldn't it be larger than equals question mark.
I don't think the question mark would work here.
It's also there's also a smiley.
Yeah,
Could you put in the
my
I'll stop backseating. No, go ahead.
my colleague was like, let's see what we were talking about JS runtime, and he was like, yeah, I don't even know. I told him that we're using JS runtime only to, I think it was open a new window or something like that for what we were doing, and no, it was a pop-up window, and he was like, yeah, so I don't even know what that is. And he was referring to JS runtime, but so a pop-up window is, and I started explaining the pop-up window. I knew what he was talking about. I was starting to explain, and he was no, that wasn't what I meant. The reaction was so much fun. I'm like,
sometimes.
Yeah. Okay, so if the event starts...
And just to make sure, he explained that he meant that should be the question.
Yeah, I got that.
But I still think you should add emojis, which you can in CSS, by the way.
And yes, equals is probably true, but I'm trying to limit the amount of problems right now. I'm thinking that I should not have. I should have very few items. So event start should be bigger than start date as long as the event end. No. Actually, this is what we need. We need to. The event start should be. It doesn't matter when the
Whole sentences.
This is too much for my brain today, I think. Okay, so so what we really want to do is we can do it like this. So if the event start is bigger than start date,
Doesn't that mean if it starts on the 1st of January, you're only getting a hit on the 2nd?
I'm thinking that the only thing we need to do, let me try this. Let's see if my, so if it is equals to, if the start date is larger than the event and less than
The end date.
the end date,
Mm-hmm.
so that we're capturing, we're getting the start date in there. But if we would do end or n event end inside of the start date and end is, let me see here, if end date is larger than start date and end is less than end date. So that way we're checking the first date, is that inside of the interval, or is the end date inside of the interval?
Okay, let's try. What's the worst that can happen?
And it might be, let's see, the start date inside of interval. I think this might work.
Yeah, let's try it.
We have less of things. This seems like 8 of them. 1, 2,
Oh,
3,
yeah,
4,
and
5,
it's-
6, 7, 8, 9. What the?
No, but it's a reasonable amount of days. It's only 2 days. Yeah, this is also reasonable. It's the last.
Right, because we are okay. So we need to do it equals. We need to do equals. And I think the problem is actually that we have our calendar component. No, the overlap, it's inside here. I think the problem might be that we actually added a date to the query. So the end date should be same date and not +1. Let's see here. So pressing this one, I want to see 8 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Ha ha ha. But there's actually 29.
The dates make sense.
Oh, right. It does. It shouldn't match up. It shouldn't match up. It doesn't make sense that it would match up. These are all the it should match up with the count, but the dates should not be the same dates.
Yeah, because they're overlapping.
Yeah.
Yeah.
4.
We all knew that.
We all knew that. 3, 2, 5.
Oh yeah, featured
I didn't
chat
get
is
5. What's up with
down,
that?
but we do have
1,
Lava
2,
Soft
3,
saying
4.
good. Oh, you took that? Awesome.
But why am I not getting 5 here? I'm getting 4. All right, so something is still a little bit off, but it's very
better.
close to working, I think. What? 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
That's 8. Did you press the correct one?
I think so.
But you're pressing like between them. Okay, so that's 7.
1, 2,
that is not
3,
7.
4, 5.
This makes no sense. Press a 0 or a 1.
Let's do this. Let's rebuild just in case. Just in case. Okay. 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Oh, that's the same one you counted 8 times last time, so it's not a good test. This is not 6.
1,
But I am
2,
interested
3,
in the
4.
Sci-Fi DevCon, May the 4th event. What is this magic? And how do I get
this
in
is
on
broken.
it? Oh, yeah. Yay! Broken.
Hey, look at that.
Sci-Fi DevCon. This sounds amazing.
Who's
And
speaking
oh,
now?
it's using. Do you see what font they're using? Klingon. Oh, the event starts in minus 172 days.
Go to event. I want to go to the event.
Yeah, well, you need to go back in times, apparently. It was on the 1st of May last year. We clicked on 2022. Hey, Guy was there. We know him.
Don't know a lot of the other people though. But
And it looks like it was
we
a
are the
virtual one.
Borg.
Oh my gosh. Yes.
From Padawan to Jedi.
We need to look this up. Shout out to whoever is behind this magical conference.
The best bounty is not spending our own.
Bounty? I heard security stuff now. I'm already honing in on that whole zero trust. I heard trust.
Okay, so the overlapping conferences are broken.
Yes. A little bit.
A little bit.
Tiny little
Just
bit.
a tiny bit.
We need
So
to
the
get a DeLorean. Yes, we do need
the
to get a DeLorean
end
so we can go to this
date.
magic little stuff.
The end date is larger than the start date, and the end date is less than the end date. This seems correct to me.
It does not seem correct to the database or the data we get. I'm just putting it out there.
The start date should be larger than the start date and less than the end date. That should be... So if we have this span, the date is inside, start date is inside, start date larger than, that should be working, and less than end date. This should be working. Or the end date is larger than the start date and less or equals to the end date.
Anyone good with this? So is it something else
Larger
that
than,
is broken?
less than.
Something other than the selection?
Start is inside.
Split it into rows, add comments. We got from Thindle. And feature chat is still not up and running. Oh, maybe.
Add comment. Not working.
We also got, or add comment, press tab for GitHub Copilot. That's actually not a bad idea. Also, we have a lot of silence with little glitter.
Let's breakpoint this. Run. Run, Forrest, run.
Make cool site for finding conferences. Press tab.
Do you know what Mr. Gump's password is?
No.
One forest, one.
No. No. My limit is above that. But we did get a guess of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
That's what an idiot would have under the luggage.
Oh, and also run for the hill. So we got a breakpoint.
I'm trying to figure out where I'm gonna put it. I'm gonna put it in the overlapping conferences one. Here.
I love me a good Spaceballs reference. There.
Oh, you got that one. Happy to hear that.
Spaceballs 2, the quest for more money.
So I'm getting 3 conferences. Let me see those conferences. Actually, let me see the start date. January 1st, end date January 1st. Okay. Great. Let me see the conferences. So this one is...
Dude, we met. How can you doubt my nerdiness? I'm offended. Kränkt, I tell you. Which, for any non-Swedish speaker, is also just offended.
Okay, so this one is all over the place. This one should be in here because it starts on January 1st and ends apparently 1 year later. That's fine.
One long conference.
And this one is also January 1st. And this one is January 1st. So that so far is correct. But this one says 1. And everything broke. Why is this one saying 1? Because... Okay. Right.
You're onto something?
Yes. Because the number here... Got it. Okay. So this makes sense. The number there is... So we're checking that if the number of days is less than 10...
Yeah.
Because that we thought that 10 would be kind of a reasonable amount of way too many days. Then the count or the count index would not count that as conference.
If it's less than 10.
If it is less than 10, it will count it. If it's more than 10,
larger
so
than
the
10.
one that had a whole year,
Yeah.
that count will not.
Yeah, this is our fail-safe, so we
here.
don't get the user groups that are putting up coffee papers that are a year long and not tagged as user groups.
So if we check the amount here, we're getting 3 of them because one of them is a user group. The other one, this one seems to be a user group as well.
Yeah.
Let me see, closing in. Yeah, so this one is a lot of days as well.
Well, all of them for that year.
So this makes sense. So that one should show 1. This one should show 3, I believe. So let's try this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think this is working now.
Well, that's good.
Because this list shouldn't be... they shouldn't map entirely.
Yeah.
But... if we go to... let's do it with this one. Oh, it seems to work working, yeah? Let's search for... Actually, let's go with this one. Because it has a lot of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Still makes sense. So if I go into this one, it should be around there. And it
okay.
is.
So the if you go into the conference, you get to see the meetups as well.
Yes,
But for
because we
the
haven't filtered that
overview,
one.
yeah, but for the overview, you only get the conferences we have filtered out because we made assumptions.
Yes.
Which
And-
still holds.
And I guess we could do assumptions when we are downloading everything
Yeah.
from the start, and just ignore the meetups.
Yeah, I think it would be better if there's 8 events happening but only 5 conferences. I would prefer it saying 5 as a number and not 8.
But it kind of also makes sense that if I'm searching here and I'm searching for meetup like that, every single one of these I probably don't want to have here. Is that a fair assumption as well?
I don't understand.
So I just search for meetup.
Yeah.
So every single one in here is probably a meetup.
Yeah.
Do I want them in the search result here, or do I just want to remove them at an earlier stage and just not import them into the database at all?
If that depends, because we have called this NextTechEvent. If we are saying that an event is not a meetup, if we're differentiating them,
Yeah.
then they should not show up here. Then they can search on meetup.com, or we can build that in.
But let's say it like this. For now, because if we're gonna have meetups in here, we're gonna have meetup in here, meetup.com in here as well. So let's say that.
So we have a suggestion: add logic to figure out what's a meetup, and add a checkbox. Yeah, include meetups or not.
Yes.
But that doesn't solve the issue with us getting 8 hits on the calendar, but only showing 5.
No, but I think that for now we might want to remove meetups.
Yeah.
For now.
Okay.
Until we have meetup.com as well.
Yeah. Yeah.
So let's implement that same logic in here. Let's say that let's see here. So if I go into a specific conference, that doesn't matter. Get conferences where C dot number of days is less than 10 and...
Yeah, because it makes sense for an organizer. If I am going to search for when am I going to put up my conference, I'm not interested in looking at all the meetups because there will always be a meetup and I'm not competing with them. I want to know where the actual conferences and stuff like that is.
I think that makes sense.
Yeah. And then we can add a meetup page or an option at a later date.
Yes.
Because it makes sense to have call for papers for meetups if you're a speaker, but not as an organizer.
Okay, so this index doesn't have number of days in the index because this one is conference search terms. Let's fix that. Get conference count is already filtered. Get conferences with open call for paper is going on what is going on that one. So that's we're gonna have that one here. We're gonna add the check here as well. And get conferences. That's the list. I don't think we're using this one anymore, but let's add this here as well. There we go.
Just in case.
Just in case. Like so. And by weather, we're not finished with that function just yet. So let's keep that as is. Same thing with that one. Okay. Right. So let's pop into the index. Where's the index?
Uh-oh. We lost the index.
Conferences by weather, conference by date. Where's the other index?
Search for it. You have a search
But I
bar.
need to know what it's called. Conferences.
Well, that's your issue.
Have I deleted that in some kind of rage-filled event or something?
A rage-filled event. I'm deleting this index.
Conference search term. That's what we're looking for. But you are here. Oh, here it is. Conference search. Where are you located? There. It's inside. What's up with that? It's in the wrong place.
Have you tried
yes.
RDD?
There we go.
Rage-driven development. Well, that's the only type I do because I'm not good at it. So
That should be totally a talk.
yeah, it should be.
Rage-driven development.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so here we will add a
You
public,
raged move it.
a prop, int, that was actually already there, a number of days, like that. And up here, I simply want to say number of day, oh, come on. Ooh.
B. Come on, Copilot. You did it before.
Do I need to write it like a...
Regular human being?
There we go. So we're adding that to the index.
Mm-hmm.
And if you remember in the program file here, we are adding the indexes. Where do we have that one? There. So we are adding the index. So if I run this, let's see if it compiles first.
Well, that would be
does not.
helpful. Oh, and I'm hiding the error here, so people think it actually worked.
Let's see. So it's building. Let's run it. Can run it like that. So this is one of the things that I really love about working with RavenDB, because, and I'm assuming that's true with all the document databases. I have only experience with RavenDB, but I can change the index right here in code.
Yeah.
This part is checked in. And I mean, we can check in some SQL Server indexes and stuff like that, but having it in code, things that I understand, I added something to the class and, oh, I got it. That's no problem. We've fixed that. So if I go here and I search for meetup now.
Meh, SQL migrations.
I'm still getting a lot of meetups.
Oh,
but
yeah.
It might be that. Okay, so this one is fine because it's
yeah, it's shorter.
Yeah, shorter period, so that's fine, and that might be true for all of them.
Yeah.
Let's.
I'm guessing in that case we need to sort out the name meetup as well.
Yeah, so these ones have so right now we're filtering a number of days that the conference is.
Yeah.
And what we might want to do instead is checking if the call for paper is open longer than 10. Actually, 10 days.
No. We can't have 10 days for call for paper.
But for
some
this
conferences.
For this one, for example, 253 days.
Yeah, that's not reasonable.
That is not.
But 3 months is reasonable for
so
some
apparently
conferences.
we need to It's still going to be in the database, but we
Yeah.
probably filtered some of the stuff out at
Yeah.
least.
I would say 9 weeks or 3 months. 3 months would be reasonable. We will still get a bunch of meetups, but we will remove all the full year
Yeah.
stuff.
And I guess it wouldn't be a problem if we just removed all the things that had meetup in the name,
Yeah.
but it might be a problem. So I think we have something working. Let's try. So you wanted to see security.
Yeah.
Let's try that. Security. So, okay, so this year it was a lot of security conferences.
Mm-hmm.
But how many was in Stockholm?
Oh. Okay. Try Las
Absolutely
Vegas.
none.
I don't think that's true, but try Las Vegas.
Ve-
Still coming out of a pandemic, so.
Vegas.
That is simply not true.
But it might
San
be.
Francisco? No.
But for
For our data, yeah.
Yeah.
But then we're lacking things.
so let's do it like this instead. Let's do that. Let's search
Foodless Novice
this one.
says Stockholm hates security. Confirmed.
Let's go for this one. This one has security. Where are you then? You are absolutely nowhere.
Yeah, that's where they are.
That's how you secure a conference.
Yes.
You never tell them where it is.
Exactly.
Let's check
Search
this
for
one.
Giwago by Göteborg.
Amsterdam. So let's try that. Let's try Amsterdam.
That's a JavaScript conference with security.
Amsterdam. No, this was just random.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so we got a couple of fewer conferences, and we're gonna go with JavaScript.
Mm-hmm.
Boom. There we go. So we can search.
Oh, I like that. Oh, you will like this. There's one on 1st of April. See? Told you. What? JavaScript isn't secure? Not sure. The S for in JavaScript stands for security. I don't think that's how it works. JavaScript might be able to be secure. I don't know. I don't have enough experience in JavaScript to make an official statement.
But I kind of like this this way of filtering conferences, finding good dates and stuff like that. Now imagine I'm thinking that maybe not the next thing we're gonna do, but I'm thinking that at some point we want to add a way for we added a login, for example.
Mm-hmm.
So I would be able to say, well, you know what, I'm speaking at this UX conference. Speaking, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And that way we would be able to show that nice map saying that you're speaking at this conference these days. Getting all of that functionality in there as well.
Yeah, that would be nice.
CSS Day.
That does sound fun.
Does
Because
it?
because you can use emojis. You can have the cat with little heart eyes, and you can have the cat with the little star eyes, and the little cat emoji that's laughing so much they're crying, and you can use that inside your CSS. So yeah, I approve of this.
I saw a pretty cool. Actually, sent you that TikTok.
That TikTok, he does not send me that TikTok. He sends me all of them.
We got some really good ones for
Tonight?
today. Yeah.
Oh, we do? Okay.
So, what it was it was a guy showing that you could use an SVG, I think, as a mask for a picture.
Mm-hmm.
So basically, what he did was he went into some kind of site and he randomly created a SVG pattern and put that as a mask onto an image. So the image was like all wobbly and stuff. Now imagine that you could do that with a cat SVG. So at our conference, every speaker could have an image shaped like a cat. Apparently, we're gonna have that at our next conference, I guess.
Can, cat. Yeah. I approve this message. See, says it's awesome. Told you.
So let's do the last thing here. Did some stuff.
No.
Fine.
Yeah, we talked about this.
So what did we do? We updated the the organizer org page. And added search. Fixed
Bugs?
overlapping conferences. I think that's pretty accurate. Push.
People are getting offended now again. Fulesnavel is offended that to list a sync is not on a new line.
You know what?
There you go.
This is open source. Do a pull request.
There you go. Mic drop. Which is a little bit more difficult when you have it around your head. Just wait a minute. Hold on.
All right, so that's basically today's stream, I believe.
I think so.
Do we have someone we can raid?
Let me see. Why don't I even have any actions? Oh, no. What's up with this?
Seems like
we
everything we
don't
got
even...
is broken.
Yeah,
today.
Everything is grayed out. So I don't even have the raid button.
What's up with that?
It's not clickable.
That's
There you go.
Really odd.
But didn't I just come in here? I can use raid. Oh, okay. So let's see if we are following people that are online. We do have the... Oh, come on. Shh. We do have the game dev, Jessica Mock, which we got suggestion for, I think, Tyndall. So raid and channel like this, I guess.
I have no idea.
Jessica. Maybe? No? Or does it mean just like this? Jessica seems to be on here. Do you think I should need the bracket or not?
I don't think you should have them.
Okay, so Jessica. Okay, so I'm just
Okay, so
going
this
to try.
might work, might not
Yeah.
work. Thank you so much for joining us, and let's
do
meet
this
next
again.
week. Yeah.
Yeah. Thanks, everyone.